So this is my 1-year AmpCoil update. I've been using the AmpCoil for a little bit over a year now, and I have completed 5 of the big 10X cleanses, and I have completed a third of the 30-step detox. And because I started out with the 30-step detox, but it was too much for my body, and I was herxing too much, and it was just not going well. And so then I went to the more gentle protocol for introducing the cleansing to my body because I have Lyme disease, and working my way through their protocol for people that do have Lyme disease and what kinds of things to address to help boost the body up and help the body heal itself and everything. So I have completed 5 of those 10X cleanses now, and I actually I probably got through maybe 3/4 of their protocol, and then I ventured off and started doing just cleanses based on my voice analysis. And after I did the first one based on my voice analysis, I noticed that I really kind of made, I don't know, like a big turn in my health, and I felt like something was definitely improving. And then I've also experienced less herxing with that and everything. So the cleanse that I just finished, so this is, for those of you that have been following my journey, this is the 5th cleanse that I just finished, and I did Vitality Tract number 12, Vitality Tract number 42, Microbes 3 top hits, Protozoa top hits, and Chronic Infections secondary top hits. And so I've been going through this protocol for the 10X Lyme cleanse and working my way through the different things, and then also using my voice analysis and everything. So it's been an interesting journey. And I was thinking back, like, what can I say has helped me? What has changed? And I will say, though, that for me, diet has been crucial. Now, I have pretty much tried every diet under the sun. I mean, trying to find something that worked for me that would lower inflammation in my body and give my body a fighting chance, and be able to sustain that diet. Because, you're like, yeah, it helps, but I can't personally sustain that. I'm a mom of 3 kids, and I'm trying to prepare meals for everybody and just trying to find something that actually would work for me, and so that I could actually do it around my kids and family and that kind of thing. And also the self-discipline, being able to, I'm totally human, and I gotta find something that actually really works for me. And so one thing that was key for me is finding the foods that actually irritate me, that actually cause me problems. And so I discovered some of them along the way, and I would be like, whoa, when I eat that, that's bad. And my body would react negatively to eating certain foods. And then it wasn't until I read the book No Grain, No Pain by, I believe it's Peter Osborne. And that book really opened my eyes to what really was happening in my body. And because my body had gotten to the point where it wasn't just reacting to like one type of grain or one type of gluten, it was reacting to every grain. And I was like, this is not working for me. It doesn't matter if I have a few of my kids' goldfish. I'm like, my body is freaking out and having more pain and more problems. And then I was also feeling more toxic, and when I would run the AmpCoil, I would herx more violently if I was eating any foods that were inflammatory. And so changing my diet was really crucial. Also addressing any of the detoxification problems and making sure that I'm getting the right supplements to assist in detoxification. And so that has been really crucial for me. And then also just and then running the AmpCoil, what I've found that's really changed for me in the last year is that I am like literally living more life. I am around people more, I am active more, I'm up out of the bed more. And I mean, I still have times where I'm not okay and times that I have to spend a day in bed, and so that is still my reality. If I overdo it, I may have to spend a day or 2 in bed. If I eat the wrong thing, I'm definitely going to be down and out. And so figuring those things out, but I'm definitely up and at 'em more, which has also meant that I am on social media less. And so if you've been following my journey, you've probably noticed that I disappeared a little bit. And it's because I have been so busy living and literally not having as much time to be on my phone or on my computer, and I'm just being in my real life here, in my own little personal world, instead of being online. And I would have to say, in the last year, that's probably the biggest thing that's happened, is that I am just not online as much because I am feeling good enough to interact in my real world here. And so when I've been really not okay, my phone and computer have been like my best friend, because that's where I could connect with people, or I could read stuff or watch videos or post things and really interact with people out there in the world. And so my world's kind of gotten a little smaller, and I'm really interacting a lot with my family and my close friends here, and kind of getting into my real regular life. And so that's new and different and exciting, and so but also kind of confusing. So if you've sent me a message and I haven't responded to it, it's not because I don't want to encourage you and everything. It's just because wow, my life is really kind of crazy with homeschooling 3 kids, and going from a point where I was barely hanging on, and we were doing our best, but I wasn't doing like the kind of job that I wanted to do, and I wasn't engaged the way that I wanted to be. And so now I can be and take care of things around here. So that's what's really going on. So I am actually about to start my next cleanse, which will be my 6th cleanse. And then at some point, I'll probably go back into the 30-step detox and run through that and see if it picks up any things that I'm missing to make my cleansing more effective. And the other thing is that the revitalizing journeys are still really, really vital for me. And so if I'm feeling down, like I can feel like my body's just, the organ tune-ups and nutrition tune-ups are extremely helpful for that. And then if I'm exposed to any yucky stuff out there, then like the immune boost is really helpful for helping me stay energized and feeling good and that kind of stuff. And then when I'm completely stressed out or very anxious, like the Relaxol is really, really helpful for me. And the ones for the brain, because getting foggy brain for me has been the thing that I had problems with. So the brain reboot, and I think it's the balance the mind, those have been amazing. And then I will have to say that my body probably reacted the most strangely to the one for positivity, and it really wanted to ground me to the earth. That has been one of the things that's been really interesting, is that wanting to be this is probably another reason why I haven't been on social media as much, is that I have been wanted to be grounded to the earth more, and I've wanted to be away from phones, away from computers, away from TVs, away from the internet, away from the Wi-Fi, that kind of thing. And I've really wanted to be more outside in nature, walking on the grass barefoot. I mean, just being more in touch with the earth. And so that's been a very interesting sensation. I mean, I will have to say that when I first got the AmpCoil, that was the main thing that happened to me, was all of a sudden I just really wanted to be disconnected, and I really wanted to be silent, and I wanted to just be present and calm, and it shifted everything. The other thing that's happened for me in this journey is that when you're healing, it's not just about what's going on with the body. It's really all about what's going on with the mind and your spirit and everything, and trying to make sure that you are aligned with yourself as you heal, because when you've been so sick, you start having really bad habits, you start acting differently, you start doing life differently, everything becomes different. And it's not like your day-to-day activities and habits don't line up with what you would be like healthy. And so the AmpCoil has helped me kind of unwind like the cobwebs of my brain, and helped me see more clearly, helped me become more in touch with myself, instead of being so just out there, like just trying so hard to come to grips with just trying to get through each day when sick. And so I've been able to just like go, hey, what do I want right now? Who would I be if I were healthy? And clearing my mind and just really getting grounded within myself and, you know, with my faith and with my habits and with my thought patterns, and just working towards just being in a healthier headspace. And that's another thing that the AmpCoil has really been helpful with. So if you are on an AmpCoil journey or you're thinking about it, know that it's not just about healing the body, because if you heal the body and you leave the mind behind, the mind will still be in that sick space, and you need to make sure that the mind is coming along with the body as the body is healing, because they are interconnected. And if your mind is going down dark places, it's going to affect the body. And so you want to make sure that they're both going in the same place and being able to deal with past traumas. If as memories come back, being able to fully process them, that kind of thing. So there's a lot that goes into fully healing, and it's a lot more complicated than just like, hey, just hook me up to this machine and I get all better. It's actually a lot of internal work, as well as how you act and do your day-to-day life, and how you think and what you're going to do and that kind of thing. So that's what I have to share as my 1-year update, is that my life is completely different than it was a year ago, and I am living more and more life, and I can get through the days and that kind of thing. But diet is important. Making sure you have good supplementation for detoxification is important. And then also just working really hard on your mind and faith, and making sure that you're in a good headspace as you move towards healing. And so that is what's been very helpful for me, and that's been my journey. And I am hopeful that I can do more updates and share more about what my life is like and the things that I've learned along the way, because I think one of my most recent videos was healing in private can be really vital, and that has, and it's been very true, to be able to step back and go, what do I need to be better in this moment? What do I need to help myself improve? And instead of being so distracted by other people and the internet and the world and all of that stuff, and just really focus on what it is that I need to heal and get better. So I hope that today finds you better than yesterday, and that you are finding your way on your own healing journey. And if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please let me know. You can comment below, or you can send me an email at jessica@passionatehealers.com. I'd be happy to answer any questions. And if you decide that you are thinking about getting an AmpCoil, make sure that when you purchase your AmpCoil that you give them a referral name. And I'd be honored if you gave them mine, but definitely give them someone's, because you want to, we're all trying to pay for our AmpCoils, and it's really amazing that they help us get, they give a little referral fee or whatever. So but yeah, definitely use my name or someone else's that you've gotten to know, because AmpCoil is amazing, and they are definitely doing some good things. And I am thankful for what it is doing in my life, and that it isn't the whole package for me, because there are other things that I'm doing to help, but it is a big part of my healing journey right now, and I'm very, very, very thankful for it. So I will see you next time.